Alright, welcome back to Sosnovka NOT. This is the update. This is for autumn. I'm doing this early in autumn, actually the first day of autumn. Mainly because I can actually do some work for once on here. I have some harvest ready to do, but before that we'll go through what we've already done. Well, this bridge, I got fed up with the bit, finding it a little bit short. So, by the way, this is Falby's bridge. Now, Falby, I'm probably pronouncing it completely wrong. It's actually Icelandic farmer. He's a good mate of Johnny Vee, who made this map, and he was saying he wanted a bridge over here, and Johnny put this in. So all I've done, I threw it into G and just lengthened it very slightly. Because when I was coming up with some equipment, I was getting stuck in a hole about here somewhere. It's just a simple little job, but that's the first change to last time you were here. And we'll go through each change. There's been one or two, as is normal. Next one is field 14 has been harvested and baled. And boy was there some bales on here. Need to have a look at that in a little while, but well, we've got the hay bales in there. That's all the hay bales. They would just put in the simple cheaty method of auto load trailer, then just dumped into here. These ones are actually auto load trailer still. If you don't look at the back, that looks a bit of a mess. But I actually put all these in by hand using the Black Sheep Modding forks. But as you can see, we've got enough straw there to last us, we hope. Right, what other little change we made? Don't think there's any more around here. This is all, I think that's what it was last time. Just about everything's full now. We're ready to go. We've got some stuff to sell, not a lot, but just enough we can actually sell some stuff this year, unlike other years where we haven't had enough. Right, the other little changes are brought in this. Now it looks similar to this one here. This is just background. It doesn't work, but this one is a working toolbox, not the one Mod Hub that has I've been told by Realismus that has a few issues with the maintenance on seasons. So this is actually the Farmer Andy one, LS modding company, which we have on PCSG, by the way. This particular mod, this one works brilliantly, works with seasons, no problem at all. So because we got that in, it meant that I could get rid of, I think I had the big M last time you were here. Anyway, we got a big M, but I got rid of, yes, the workshop, no need for it anymore, so that's gone. Yeah, it's a big M. I think I had this last time. If not, we've got it. This is a GTX modding mod. Is it mods or modding? Big M, excellent piece of work. Very nice indeed. And there's promise of another update coming along at some time. But I really do like this, and this has got the extension on, so I can actually put things, connect things on the back slightly further back to where they'd normally sit. And as you see, everything else is gone. The harvest is all gone. I think I had the class telehandle last time, and I've been using that quite a bit, and it works well. Okay, it's just a reskin, but it looks nice. This is becoming a first class farm. Sorry about the joke. I'm sure we'll probably make it a couple more times yet, because we have the class baler, which needs a wash, and we must wash that up. And because the auto stat, this is all Black Sheep Modding. This is older stuff. I had to dig around a bit to find it still. The stuff on Mod Hub is newer, but it hasn't got the class baler in. This will be going when we sell the pigs off, but we haven't got a lot of pig food, so I'll be using most of that up unless I can find a placeable sale point for pig food, in which case it would go a lot quicker. Alright, we'll have a little walk down here. Oh, now let's have a look at the field over here. 14. I've decided on animals. I'm going to go mainly for sheep and cattle on here. The sheep are going to be, I'm going to almost double the number of sheep we've got. I think we've got about 210 at the moment. Let's have a look. 202 we've got at the moment. We're going to take them up to around 400. Cows, we've got 50, and we are going to go to about 250 on cows. But let's say pigs will be going, but not just yet, not until we've run out of food. This has been not just harvested, but it's been fertilised and reseeded, was winter ripe. Because I shouldn't want straw next year, at least we hope not. We should have enough to keep us going. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a after effects of yesterday. This is on Friday, just before this goes live actually. I was going to make it yesterday, Thursday, but I have a problem when the atmospheric pressure rises rapidly that I get a similar reaction to hay fever, and it knocks me out completely. Well, this one is now ready. This is the wheat. That's ready to go. The maize we just went past isn't ready yet. So this is the job we're going to do today. We're just going to harvest this. There's a lot of walking about again, but I'm certain you won't mind a bit of a walk. We have the class combine. Let's say this is a full class. As much equipment as I can get for classes on there. I have got a Jaguar on in the store if I should want a forage harvester, but I probably won't, because at the moment I've got more than enough grass off my 2 grass meadows. Right, there we are. There's my big class, the black boy. That's the biggest one they do on this particular, on the Axion range, and with the Penta DB50. I think this is not the one off the Mod Hub. This is one off PCSG. This has been slightly upgraded from the one on Mod Hub. The modder let us have that one. When we had both, we actually tested it for them before it went out. And what I'm just going to do is, before I do anything else, because I want to flick through these two, I'm just going to let's see, just going to change. Oops, gone past it again. This one. I'm just going to put this into the same class as the combine, just for now. It's one of the boots of this, and I've got cable on my keyboard that's bumping a bit. That's better. Do that, then I can just flick between the two. May not be realistic, but who cares? No. Just unfold. We'll just start it up. And I think we're right. Oh yeah, 19 days there. I did maintain everything before we went. Take the brake off. I don't think there's anything unfold on the header. Oh yes, there's those 2 little arms. Because on 15, you had little sensors on there, little cameras on the ends there. It's a pity that's not on. I haven't found any with that on 17 yet. Just bring this back to the main body. Switch on. And away we go. And all I'm going to do now is just going to harvest this field. I'm not using head tracking on this because I know Johnny Vee don't like it. It makes him feel sick, and if he should happen to watch this, I want to just check that we have got. Yeah, sorry. I want to check we didn't have the straw swap, and I don't want any more straw. I'd rather the chopped straw on the land. Not that it makes too much difference. In fact, we're using the buy point for manure, so we can buy as much manure as we want, nice and cheap. And we also got the manure modding, which gives us, before we put it on, before we work the field. Oh, I'm missing some. We have we can get 2 layers of fertilizer on there. So actually I should have, but well, we're not doing too bad a speed actually for this. I think 5 mile an hour is plenty enough. Right, what we do is we just change over and put it onto the cruise control. Make it a bit easier. All I've got to do now is look at it and twiddle the wheel a bit. Yeah, I thought you'd seen more than enough of me just walking about telling you what I've done and what I'm going to do. Right, future plans. Pigs are going. Once we used up most of the pig food, but we've got a lot of pig food. Because I put some of the barley into the pig food mixer, so I could actually get rid of some of the other stuff in there. The beet in there will have to stay. We're not going to get any. Not going to get any more of that out. So once we've used up the food, or the biggest part of the food, the pigs will be going. And the money we get for that, will go toward paying off some of the overdraft, and B, will go towards cows. Now I'm hoping the crops we sell this winter will give us enough to buy another field. At the moment we can't afford to buy another field. We haven't got much in way of cash. I think we're almost maxed out on our overdraft, and we've got 24,000, as you can see, in cash at the moment. I know that's gone to dollars, mainly because on the newest series I'm doing, it's an American. I decided to use that in dollars, but I've got to keep changing over, and I keep forgetting. I thought when I saw it in the game thing it was individual for each side, but it isn't. It's a universal. Wish they wouldn't do that. In which case I would probably keep everything on the sterling, because most of my maps are British. I know I'm talking about with sterling. I don't want to talk about that. That's asking a bit. Let's move that up. Turn this round on the other side. Can't really see where the hell we're going. Oh, there we are. Oh, we're missing some of the edge again. Come on, over. That's it. Oh. I talk to the trees. Sorry. Must stop singing. I have a terrible voice, and I know it. Doesn't stop me singing. I send my wife mad with my singing. Alright, what else we got to talk? Oh, let's go through some of the other things that's going on in the wonderful world of Mammon. Alright, other maps we're playing. The new schedule is now up. This week we'll start the new schedule, and it will be Monday, I think, the 12-day challenge. Tuesday, whoops, we're full. Better pull back a bit. Let out the is that the right one? Yep, that's the right one. Just put the brake on and we'll hop across to the class, and I better just put the it must have been just saving there. I do like the way it's made. It's got the IC. You have to hold the thing down to get the IC, which is a lot better than having it down and forgetting to you've got to press it again to get rid of the IC. This IC is on as long as you have the button pressed. And I use the right shift for my IC commands rather than space. Space is used by too many other things. Right, I'm going to turn around and come into it from behind, if you excuse the expression. Yes, well, it's gone through the procedure now. Tuesdays will be Blickling. Wednesdays, I think it's the 24-day challenge. And Thursdays will be the new one, the Drifter. I already recorded 2 of those. First one you'll see this week. But if you're expecting a lot of farm work in the first or even the second one come to that, you're going to be mightily disappointed. The first one has actually shown how I set the map up. I thought, why not? I did that once on 15, I think, on Churn Farm. I'll switch off again. And hop out. Oh, hold on. Now let's do this properly. Now, I don't normally do this, but let's do this properly. Out we get. Get in the right place so I can shut the door. Get in the right place so I can shut the door again, not jump back in. Are we there? Yes. And all shut. There. How are we doing there? Oh, I'm going to have to come in through the back. Combine want a good wash, but that will get a wash once we have finished harvest. We should be able to start working now. Take the brake off. I did. Looks like the arm's in. I can't see it. Not that it's anything much to hit here. Oops. Oops. It'd be better if I got this going the right way. Just I've got the flail a bit high. I think that. Mind, it should be quite high. It's only just meant to be knocking the grain. Just turn it enough onto the cutter bar. You shouldn't have it in too deep. So they tell me. So farmers tell me. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. You're not much of a YouTuber either, man. Alright, so it's Fridays because of the very long running Old Ridge series on 15, and I'm going to continue that even when I get no food, because I enjoy that. I enjoy still using 15 and soil mod. This one will carry on as it is, the Sosnovka NOT, as a once every season visit, or if something big has happened. And as you see, I'm still progressing on this. Slow but sure. Slow but sure wins the race, they say. Funny, I never won any races being slow. Either in foot races when I was at school. In fact, I was one of the few people to get lapped on the 880 yards. It shows how old I was. It was 880 yards in those days, not 800 metres. 2 laps of the track, and I could get lapped in that. As for the mile, well, no lesson was long enough for me to actually run the mile. And then when I left school, I decided to have a sport mile, and I decided to do a motorcycle race, and I was still near the back, but I enjoyed it. Yes, I've gone back to the Drifter. New series. I wanted to play What's Farming. It's a lovely little map, and I almost regret finishing the Heritage series on it, but I'm going to play it as the Heritage type of Heritage series, but in a different way, which I'm not going to spoil by telling you now. You have to wait to see it, and you won't learn much on the first one. The second one is where it gets underway, which is also in the can. I should be making the third one hopefully sometime this week, although I have this weekend, Sunday is my wedding anniversary, so I won't be doing much on Wednesday. Not if I want to keep my wife happy, and why shouldn't I? Best thing I ever did was to get married, and I'd done it late in life. I haven't regretted that for a minute. That's enough of my private life. You're not really interested. And I'm not making the best use of it. I like 2 on 15. Remember some of those class, especially class models, which had the little indicator on there. You could tell actually how far in you were without looking. Could do with something like that on here. But I think what we will do is we'll just do this. We've done 20 minutes so far, so we should get this finished and the crop put into the bin. I'm going to sell the crops during the winter. I'm going to keep a close watch on the price during the winter. And once the price gets good, I'll not be waiting for great demands. Great demands on 17 and not as great as they were on 15, especially if you've got several different sell points, because with the system now where they're all charged different amounts, you quite often can find somewhere paying better than the great demand. And I also like to play semi-realistically, where if you're a farmer you won't be holding your grain much past winter. Too much chance of something going wrong. All you want is some insects to get in there. Grain weevil, lesser boron weevil, red rust, lesser boron beetle, red rust beetle, and a myriad others. And I have dealt with most of them during my working life. Sawtooth was a particularly bad one, and once you get something like that in there, you can, I think we stop here, you can almost say goodbye to your crop. And this is what I meant about running across like this. That looks like one more, and I might just tidy these edges up. This must be the only farm with modern equipment without any JCB on it at all now. As everybody's watched me for any length of time now, I'm a JCB fanboy. I like the JCB stuff, but I also like the class stuff. I'm not a lover of John Deere. Now that's going to upset a lot of people. I don't mind class. I don't case. Sorry, not class. I don't mind case. I don't mind New Holland, but I'm not too keen on the John Deere. Don't know what it is. To me, every John Deere model I've seen looks flat. Doesn't seem to have any. It might be the colour scheme, but they just look flat to me. That is probably just me. I'm just going to look out the back and there's nice sounds too to this thing. Just nice horn sound as well. When I turn that off. Shall we do it again? Yes, why not? I know. Now, one of the problems I found with the sound is if you sometimes get a double sound, but I think we can live with that. You don't always seem to hear it when you're outside, but you notice the lights also, the interior light also comes on when you open the door. Brilliant little touches, brilliant models. There's there again, can't see it. Brake off, cruise control on, and let's get going. Also, this class is well done because you can actually hear it winding up. Not always the case with all models. Every time a new version of Farming Sim comes out, we lose some modders because they don't like the way things are done, or they just got fed up with modding for Farm Sim. Who can blame them? And we keep saying, oh, it's going to be the end of modding for Farm Sim, but new modders come up. It's amazing. A lot of them are making farms themselves, building farms, and we have one or two on PCSG of new map makers. We also have, of course, people like Johnny Vee and Old Boar who will more than happy to give help to And Chasey Dog, I think he's just done his first one, it's also very helpful with the things he's learned, and he's done a brilliant blog, if you get a chance to read it, of his pitfalls as he went through not another Gold Crest edit map, or what we called it. No. And because this is an edit of Sosnovka NOT, but this is so well done. This is what Sosnovka NOT should have. That's what Sosnovka should have been in the first place. The Sosnovka NOT map. I will put Johnny Vee second to none in making maps, especially on making maps. They should be made. The original equipment, the original maps. To my mind, he's second to none. He is brilliant at it. And approachable. Well, as you'd almost expect from an Aussie. Aussies I found are quite approachable in most cases. Even though I do tend to take the juice out of Aussies. You can't. One of the problems with this is you can't quite see both sides, so I think I'm going to have to come back down again. Well, I could do this out of cab, which is what a lot of people do, but I prefer driving in cab. And that's just me. Now I'll have a half empty header, and we've got a chance of coming down again. Yield. Oh, keep running off. I should really be using GPS. The yield on these fields ain't bad at all. This is only a relatively small field, and we're half filled the trailer. It's a big trailer. One of the reasons I put canola in, or rape in, on the big field 14 is to get the best amount of rape out. No, rape isn't as, one of the arguments I had, rape isn't as good a crop to grow as it looks. It costs a lot more on seed, and the yield is poor. Even though it's very makes a very good price. I also want to get some new fields here. I would love to put in a field of beet or potatoes. I have in the past actually done 14. I don't think I've ever done it on screen, but I have done 14. As I think a beet field, I tell you what, it's not one to do with the small equipment, with the trail behind lifter. You do not want to use that. You certainly wouldn't want to use the salmon. That one row at a time harvester. I think it could be the quickest way to madness. Oh, I've gone off that edge again. And we're almost full again. But I think we will get this done now. Let's keep an eye. I've got glance up on the top left hand corner of the screen. I'm keeping an eye on that rather than look down, because with game extension, the way it flips out to show you what's in there, you can't actually see how much you've got in the tank. We're 96. 97, and we're just another save, right? That'll do. 99. And we go across this again. Really, I should do this properly and get in and out properly, but yeah, that's 26,000 so far. Well, we've certainly got another, was it 12, 13,000 in there in the harvester. We're going to be close to a load. Oh yeah, we're going to have to do a bit of cleaning up when we're done here. Try and not to actually dry all the bits we missed, because that full crop destruction is on. As all in search of as realistic as possible without being stupid and making it impossible to play the game. It is, after all, still a game. That should do it. There we go again though. So, because you don't get the sound effect when you're outside, it tends to give you the sound effect when you first press the button inside. I should press the button as soon as I get in. I don't know if no, I can't hear it. I just wondered if that would do it. Oh, we're just about the end of this now. Yeah, we'll all be delighted to hear how we're 80% in this, and we are going to fill that up, let it wind up, and away we go. If I was to do this properly, I'd be running between the combine and the tractor, but I'm an old man, I can't keep running about. Didn't do much running when I was young. I don't see why I should start now. The thing that used to kill me with the motorcycle racing days was push start races. Well, most of them were. They were kickstart if I was in a production race, or push start if I was in an open race, and that can kill you pushing 400 odd pound a bike, because I used an ordinary road bike for racing, a Suzuki T500 for those who know about such things. Oh, last pass. I think, well, I'll keep you here until we actually emptied the trailer, and I'll get this combine off in my own time off the field. But this is still a great little map. If you want a map with character and not a British or an American map, this is a good one as any. If you like Sosnovka, as it was, Sosnovka NOT, it's Sosnovka on steroids, and it's built to be played on hard. And in fact, that's the only way I ever play maps, unless I'm testing them. Oh, one other thing I was going to talk about, we've been playing around with a new production line. I'm not much for production on maps, but after it was dropped onto PCSG, or the link from the modder, and the modder's been chatting to us about it, I thought I'd give it a try. It's the coffee shop or coffee production line. It's 3 parts. There's one part which is a couple of trailers which you need, which have been modded, ordinary in-game trailers which have been modded to work, I think, or one's in-game and one is a custom one, which has been modded to work with it, plus a coffee plantation. Don't really work with a British map, to be honest. The grinding house for the coffee once it's ground, then a sell point. And you just add in a new system with donuts to also be sold at the sell point at the coffee shop. And the donuts is for the bakery, of course. Then you've got to make all your raw materials, your flour, you get your eggs, because your eggs, you have a hatchery for eggs, or a sort of broiler house for eggs. Sugar factory, oil factory, vegetable oil factory, and you get all those things together, because you also need diesel, to feel it, get all those things together, and that makes donuts, which you then take to yourself. But it's great fun, you know. And I'm someone who, as much as I've gone in for production before, has been the bee, it's the slow bee production. And a lot of, I wish I could think the guy's name who's done it. Although he says you need the universal tank kit, you don't. It works perfectly well, and I would suggest you be using that on big maps. With the GTX mods road train pack, it works perfectly well with that. I use it slightly modern, but road train. I don't use the lorries that come with it. I actually use the unit from going from GTX mods, the Volvo. It's a lovely little piece of kit. That it's good enough. It's well enough modelled to actually. Hold on, just don't want to turn. There we go. It's well enough modelled to actually be in that Euro truck. It is that good. I'm just going to take this bit out. There are bits around the edge. I think I'll just leave. Anyway, we might as well start the wind down and we just finish. Sounds I might have put the pipe out now. Can we see the shadow? Yeah. Brilliant. Oh, you can just see it there. I think it's the last bit to do. Right. Wind it up. I'll go to that and fold up the header. I will come at a cab for this because I can't see where the hell I'm going. I might have missed a bit up here, but I think we'll leave that now. Oh, well, I don't know. No, let's go for it. Which one is it? That's that one. Let those go out and then just. You hear it winding up. Let's say it's a lovely model. I do like this model. One thing I like with Class is that they seem slimmer than the others. They may not be, but they just seem slimmer. The slab side of the throat. And there you have the fan working in the back there. Everything seems to work. Are we there? No, we're not. Are we there yet? The cry from kids since the car was invented. That's still not there. That's why you normally bring the tractor trailer to the combine, not the other way around. Right, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Not subscribe and wish to see more of this. And say this goes in roughly once a month. You will see a Sosnovka NOT update. Not always will there be work involved. Depends on how things are gone. Let's just fold everything up. Shut it down. And we will just get out. And we'll go over to this and we'll take this back. Just because we can. And I'm going to... Now this is going to surprise my good friend. Oh. Yes, no, we did open up enough. Didn't look fully open. I'm surprised my good friend Johnny Vee knows I don't normally do what I see. There we are. Not exactly in time, but close enough. Now, 45,000 litres. That's not bad. You know, it's all one-way traffic on here. The next one to do is the maze, but that won't be ready for another couple of days yet. So we'll get on to do that then. Anyway, I was saying, yeah, if you're not subscribed and wish to see more, please subscribe. Always happy to have you aboard. Join our happy little band. And welcome to all of the people who just really had another little surge in their subscriptions. Thank you, all of you. Oh, and by the way, I have my good friend Stu. He's out there now with his forcing people to watch my channel, so he says. So you've been warned. If you see this mad Scotsman about, it's my boy Stu. He's going to be make you watch my channel. And if you've got any comments, questions, queries, or just general chit chat, feel free to post them in the comments bit. I read everything I see that's posted up on YouTube, lets me, and I reply to the majority. I may not reply to everyone, but if I don't reply, you should see a little like symbol go up. If you don't, please post again and say what have I done wrong, why haven't you acknowledged me. And as we just tip this out, it's Mammon saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.